5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Obsidian's Odysseys are go. A fun little intro there. Hope you enjoyed it. My thanks to Stuart GT for the footage on that, as well as the idea for putting it all together. Elite Dangerous Odyssey is finally here. It comes with a brand new tutorial which we're going to take a look at in this video. Do keep in mind that if you're story focused or don't want any spoilers at all, then you might want to completely skip this video and wait for the next one. But if you're happy to stick around and enjoy what's on offer here, then I'm more than happy to have you along. So, right off the start, Odyssey starts with a new splash screen. It's got the same old Horizons main menu screenshot though. I would have liked to have seen a new image there, but nonetheless, as soon as you drop into the game, you're presented with a tutorial, and that's whether you've got an age-old existing character or whether you're starting a brand new character. Of course, you can completely skip the tutorial if you want. You just press the menu button, the pause button, and choose the skip tutorial option, and that will put you right back in the game. Once the servers are live, of course, which they're not as I'm recording this. Nonetheless, I was able to get in and record this. So right at the start, you're placed on the ground on a planetary surface, not too far away from a small little settlement. You can see it there over in the distance. The tutorial walks you through all the various functions, how to move, how to jump, and such sort of things like that, very basics. The idea is to get into the settlement and there's still a bunch of data that's present. However, upon approach it becomes clear that the base has powered down. Not only that, there's, well, fires in a number of the bases. So we need to break into one of the bases in order to restore power. But to do that, we need a power regulator. Fortunately, there's a power regulator inside the SRV, inside the compound here. We just need to cut it out. Now, unlike the SRVs in the alpha, at least I didn't notice this in the SRVs in the alpha, there is a panel underneath the SRV. And this is where you can find the power regulator, as well as a number of other goodies. We know power regulators are pretty important because, as we've seen before, they're used to power up the bases. Now, I didn't mention it at the start of the video, but I'm sure you noticed we've got a lovely yellowish orange hued atmosphere here, with some green off to the side. I'm not sure what the chemical makeup is of this atmosphere. I didn't check, and you probably won't be able to see it in the tutorial anyway. So as the game points out at this particular point, the base has come under assault, so there's a variety of people who have been killed around here. So we're going to need to cut into this power plant, or into this access panel rather, in order to force the door. You may remember in Alpha a few of these panels would get stuck, they'd fall inwards on the housing. That doesn't seem as though that is going to happen anymore as they tip forward like that, which hopefully will prevent the previous problems. There also seems to be a slightly different effect when powering up there. We get that little yellow bar on the asset itself. I can't remember that. And of course we need to overcharge this in order to unlock the door. And you're about to hear that the tutorial is telling us all this as we go. Now, in addition to that, I do think at this point the tutorial guy has already given us an indication that there's a ship flying around nearby and there's the potential for hostiles to arrive at this location. And you can see here, there is the power regulator. We just need to stick that into the housing there and we could power up the base. Okay, good. The other thing we need to do is switch the power unit on, but we can't do that because we don't have the current security level. We just need to scan a few bodies nearby in order to obtain that. So basically the tutorial places you in a Maverick suit, and well, in my opinion that's actually the most interesting suit. Now, in case you're wondering why doing the tutorial if you've already got an existing character in the game, this takes place as a flashback. There's a little bit of text at the beginning of the mission which I didn't show right at the start of this video. I didn't want to drop people straight into a spoiler, but you'll see it for yourself if you want to play through it. So now we've got this powered up, we will want to go and steal the data, which was the objective of this mission. So that can be found in the command building, which we're in now. However, the place is on fire, so we need to vent the atmosphere. So what you're probably noticing as I walk through this tutorial is that the game gives you instructions on how to do each part of the new Odyssey settlement components. We can now put the atmosphere back on again so we can breathe. We then need to use one of the base's computers in order to locate the particular computer terminal that we need to find. So there's various computers and screens dotted around settlements. This particular one has a facilities option on it, which when you select the desired facility and the desired location, it will mark it on your compass at the top of the screen on the UI there, which will basically take you directly to where you want to go. So computer data port 1 is what we're after. Computer data port 1 has a body sprawled across it, but it does allow us to download the data that we want. Data doesn't download instantly, although it does download pretty quickly. We can see at the top right hand corner of the screen there, nearly at 50%. Meanwhile, as we're doing this, we're about to get some company. Over in the distance there, just to the right hand side of the moon in front, or the planet in front, you can see a ship approaching. This is going to bring us some hostiles in and will get us involved in our first bit of on-foot combat. There we go. For the first outing then, when it comes to combat, Frontier have gone fairly gentle on us. You can take down the shields and the health of these guys very, very quickly with just a few shots. These certainly aren't bullet sponges. And finally, once you've taken out all the hostiles, there is a second batch that does arrive. The Cobra will arrive, and on here has got the guy that's been speaking to you all along. He'll then take you to a planetary port nearby, at which point the tutorial will end and the game will begin properly. At that point, you can kind of quit out of the tutorial and you'll find yourself back in the main part of the game, where you'll either carry on from your regular character or you'll simply start a new game if you're completely fresh to Elite Dangerous. So there we go, a first look at Elite Dangerous Odyssey on a lovely coloured atmospheric planet here. I'll be back very shortly with some more videos. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.
That's what I call a 5-star performance.